Oh, this looks worse than when we started. We have a portal gun though. That's something. Where's Tater Dos? Moving up. Moving on up. Got it. Condemned testing area. Do not enter, keep out. Sounds just like our place. Why is it telling me about a zoom? Where to from here? Did I just work my way back out on the wrong side of the... This way. Go to 1 first? Makes sense, go to 1 first, yeah? Wait. Opening, right? Nice. Yeah, this doesn't look stable. Run. A fish? Oh. At least we got some concrete in case we need it. Need to get back inside, maybe? Who's Cave Johnson?
And you are it. So, who is ready to make some science?
I am.
Now, you already met one another on the limo ride over, so let me introduce myself. I'm Cave Johnson. I own the place. That eager voice you heard is the lovely Carolyn, my assistant. Rest assured, she has transferred your honorarium to the charitable organization of your choice. Isn't that right, Carolyn?
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson.
She's the backbone of this facility. Pretty as a postcard, too. Sorry, fellas. She's married. To science.
Do we want to be up here? Need to snag a... Probably do, right? Unless I can get across to there. Alright. Uh-huh, yep, okay, got it. a little bit further out. Maybe you can just jump from like... Wow, that's a big difference for... Close. Huh. Nuts. Please excuse the inconvenience. This elevator is out of service until forever. How do I get in then? But I need to get in. Oh. Yeah, to somewhere with no concrete on it, that's where, Kizron. Well, it's like intentionally a puzzle. There's a door there, though. Oh, interesting. Oh, alright. Huh. Hey. Easy there, big fella. No. Alright, don't miss. Let me see what Severo's written. Casino-style gambling earns record profits, and everyone was surprised. Yeah.
There's 1,000 tests performed every day here in our enrichment spheres. I can't personally oversee every one of them, so these pre-recorded messages will cover any questions you might have and respond to any incidents that may occur in the course of your science adventure. Your test assignment will vary depending on the manner in which you have bent the world to your will. Those of you helping us test the repulsion gel today, just follow the blue line on the floor. Those of you who volunteered to be injected with praying mantis DNA, I've got some good news and some bad news. Bad news is we're postponing those tests indefinitely. Good news is we've got a much better test for you. Fighting an army of mantis men. Pick up a rifle and follow the yellow line. You'll know when the test starts.
Hey, whenever the microtransaction, or not the microtransaction, the loot box discussion comes up, I get more and more surprised that back when the first pack of I guess even baseball cards, right? But if you look at like anything that you get a random assortment and there's limited editions of something, you know, how it's not considered gambling. You know, then you get into like the actual deck builders like Magic and anything else that's similar. It's along the same lines of, you know, pulling the handle on a slot machine. Yeah, Pokemon cards, things like that. If there's no rarity at all, then I don't know if it's the same, right? If they produce the exact same numbers of every card, you know, then like I said, I wouldn't know how to think about that. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, there's heaps of them, right? There was a bowling alley that we used to go to. It was near where I lived when I was in high school. And they had there was a machine. It was the same sort of style as like a gumball machine, you know, with the, for toy dispensers, not actual gumball, but that sort of machine. You put whatever the money was in, you turn the handle and it spits out a thing. And it spit out this card. It would just crank out and give you a card. And it had, I don't know, like let's go with 5 tabs on it. And that's basically 5 lines, 5 games. All you do is you pull the card off. It just had like a lift flap on it to reveal what was below it. And if it had 3 of a kind, I think 3 of a kind, maybe pair, I don't know. You just look that up on the back of the card or on the side of the machine, and that had a prize amount. You know, and there was multiple games in the on the card. And if you won, some of them had free card. You know, so you could go up, you just take it to the desk, you know, the counter, and if it was a free card, you'd get another card. If it was money, you'd get the money. It was practically the same as like a, you know, similar concept to like a scratch and win. You know, it's a lottery ticket, right? But it was just in like a gumball style machine. You put like $1 or $2 in and crank the handle, and it wound it out and you pulled it out and you lifted the tabs. Anyone could use it though. You know, and I think it was like at a time where it was sort of seen more as novelty, not people that actually go down there and gamble on it. You know, there's only like 1 or 2 of the machines, and usually kids would just run up with $1 and put it in, or what, at $2 if that's what it was. You know, it was more a bit of fun until, you know, like we were in high school, and one of my mate's older brothers, he's like, "Hey, you know, you can win money off this. And he was like pumping heaps of money, and we're like, hey, you know, you just got paid, don't want to be like doing that. He was like, and we were all underage. You know, he was just chucking money in there, and the owner's just, you know, he's just laughing because, you know,
if you need to go to the bathroom after this, just
win
a heads up,
percentage is
we're going to
low.
have a superconductor turned up full blast and pointed at you for the duration of this next test. I'll be honest, we're throwing science at the wall here to see what sticks. No idea what it'll do. Probably nothing. Best case scenario, you might get some superpowers. Worst case, some tumors, which we'll cut out.
And we sort of realized straight away it's just like the same as like some sort of gambling machine, slot machine, or pokies, whatever.
If you've cut yourself at all in the course of these tests, you might have noticed that your blood is pure gasoline. That's normal. We've been shooting you with an invisible... Just a heads up, we're going to have a superconductor turned up full blast and pointed at you for the duration of this next test. I'll be honest, we're throwing science at the wall here to see what sticks. No idea what it'll do. Probably nothing. Best case scenario, you might get some superpowers. Worst case, some tumors, which we'll cut out.
Thanks. How do I get inside though? But yeah, it still like amazes me when games have like the gacha games. They would list out all the probabilities and all the things in accordance with with laws. But because they can take a microtransaction and then you can turn that into a spin. It's a spin, right? It's like some weird grey area. Yeah, it's a lot of money they made off that. I need to get over there, maybe? Okay, so we have that one. And then maybe there's like a jump here. I'm not seeing it. Maybe another jump there. Maybe I was never supposed to actually go over there in the first place. Ouch. Didn't actually hurt. And wait for the lift, and then wait to go back up again. Or we can teleport up to the top. I like the teleportation option. And really thinking that's the door, which puts us... That lines us up pretty good, right? Should probably stop doing that. Far away. Can I get. No, no one's.
If you've cut yourself at all in the course of these tests, you might have noticed that your blood is pure gasoline. That's normal. We've been shooting you with an invisible laser that's supposed to turn blood into gasoline, so all that means is it's working.
Huh. Spent a lot of time in some of these bits, yeah. I always quite like how some, you know, how pacing changes on games where some things can take you what seems like forever, and then other things you just find almost instantly. And it's always different for other people. I watch a lot of Chris Ramsey's puzzle solving. It's a magician cardistry and stuff, but I only watch like the big puzzles, ones that come with like story and stuff and have clues and things. And I like, you know, big puzzles. They're kind of cool. And he's a really smart guy, but there's some things where I'm watching it and I'm like, oh, it's this, blah blah blah, and then he sits there flapping about forever, which is really funny because it's a YouTube video, so I thought you'd think you'd cut that a lot of the nonsense out. I mean, show some struggle, right? Because, you know, show the human, whatever. But yeah, like somebody will go, how can you make this mistake? And I know I probably do very similar things with some of my gameplay. So I just yell at my screen. I don't comment or anything about it. I don't know, for other games, some people will, you know, I know you've done it a couple times because you're like, I'll sort something out, like I'll walk through something as if it was as easy as staying on the main path, and you'll be like, that took me hours, and then I'll turn around and walk into the next room and be stuck for, you know, for an hour at a bit that you just walked through. I saw a bit on the floor from over there, but I can't see it from here. Unless I'm supposed to go back down to the bottom and then jump from somewhere else, or lower myself a little bit. Oh, here we go. Get inside under the thing. There we go. Whee! One thing you've noticed here, and on the streamers use gamepads instead of mouse and keyboard, people look around a lot less when using a gamepad. Yeah, because it's freaking annoying. It does make me wonder, do you need to be looking around? But I like looking up at the scenery and stuff. And it always makes me wonder with a lot of games, like, you know, like we just played Deathloop. I played with mouse and keyboard. Yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn played with gamepad. And I think it's more of the perspective. When I can't see my feet, and straight up this, like if I push left, the character's going left and right instantly. So it feels okay. And with the mouse, you're looking exactly where you're going. So forward is exactly forward, backwards. Like, the controls are really good in first-person view. Third-person games, you push left, your character sort of wheels around to the left and then wheels around to the right. It just feels so unnatural, WSD. But yeah, like when I saw a lot of people playing on controller, and I wonder how much better it played, like how much better it felt or played on a control on a gamepad.
They say great science is built on the shoulders of giants. Not here. At Aperture, we do all our science from scratch. No hand-holding.
So how do they often go then, Kizron, if they're not looking around as much? Are the puzzles that simple that you can sort of have a almost two-dimensional look at it? Just sort of looking generally in front of you?
All right, let's get started. This first test involves something the lab boys call repulsion gel. You're not part of the control group, by the way. You get the gel. Last poor son of a gun got blue paint. All joking aside, that did happen. Broke every bone in his legs. Tragic, but informative. Or so I'm told.
Yeah, I can imagine.
The lab boys just informed me that I should not have mentioned the control group. They're telling me I ought to stop making these pre-recorded messages. That gave me an idea. Make more pre-recorded messages. I pay the bills here, I can talk about the control group all damn day.
Is that where we came from?
For this next test, we put nanoparticles in the gel. In layman's terms, that's a billion little gizmos that are going to travel into your bloodstream and pump experimental genes and RNA molecules and so forth into your tumors. Now, maybe you don't have any tumors. Well, don't worry. If you sat on a folding chair in the lobby and weren't wearing lead underpants, we took care of that too.
A sign saying to... Well, the thing is, though, how much trust you put in the sign. Like, it's the way to go... obviously, it's correct. It was the way to the next test, but... do we want to be doing these tests? Or are we trying to escape? Sort of circumventing them and hitting some of them? There's an exit there. A way to number 2 there. I have to go in the next room and come back. Oh.
Oh, in case you got covered in that repulsion gel, here's some advice the lab boys gave me. Do not get covered in the repulsion gel. We haven't entirely nailed down what element it is yet, but I'll tell you this, it's a lively one, and it does not like the human skeleton.
In case you got covered in the blue repulsion gel, here's some safety tips the lab boys gave me. Don't get covered in the blue repulsion gel. Who's the voice of Cave? He reminds me of the guy who plays the newspaper chief in the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
All these science fears are made of asbestos, by the way. Keeps out the rats. Let us know if you feel a shortness of breath, a persistent dry cough, or your heart stopping.
Oh, it is him?
That's not part of the test. That's asbestos.
Good news is the lab boys say the
symptoms of asbestos poisoning show a median latency of 44.6 years. So if you're 30 or older, you're laughing. Worst case scenario, you miss out on a few rounds of canasta. Plus, you forwarded the cause of science by 3 centuries. I punch those numbers into my calculator, it makes a happy face.
Hey, good voice acting. Imagine how much fun voice actors had reading lines for this game. Yeah, totally. I think it's along the lines of when you see like blooper reels and outtakes from not just comedy. Like obviously comedy's going to be funny, right? Well, it's supposed to be funny. It's in the genre. But when you're playing a certain character that is not intentionally for comedy but comical purposes, so yeah, like Chief in the Spider-Man series, like his character's over the top, you know, so the delivery of the lines is amazing. Like you just imagine those sort of outtakes, you know, being the actor just trying to hold it together and not quite making it, you know. Like they deliver the line, the smile just creeps in. Which I think is necessary. I don't think you could ever be that good at delivering lines, that professional, that you can say the line with that to give audience that sort of feeling without pushing the boundary of making yourself giggle a little bit. Maybe to a certain extent, but you know what I mean, like, ooh. Like, you have to be enjoying it yourself. Okay. Even though the entry door is on the other side, I like how it's the arrows are pointing to here.
I like your style. You make up your own rules, just like me. Bean Counter said I couldn't fire a man just for being in a wheelchair. Did it anyway. Ramps are expensive.
Yes, Chief. Oh wow, how much of this goop can I paint everywhere? I was hoping I could do like a lap with it. Come on. Of course.
Just a heads up, that coffee we gave you earlier had fluorescent calcium in it so we can track the neuronal activity in your brain. There's a slight chance the calcium could harden and vitrify your frontal lobe. Anyway, don't stress yourself thinking about it. I'm serious. Visualizing the scenario while under stress actually triggers the reaction.
Yeah, that's what you want to hear. I'm liking this blue stuff.
Now, if you're part of Control Group Kepler-7, we implanted a tiny microchip about the size of a postcard into your skull. Most likely you've forgotten it's even there. But if it starts vibrating and beeping during this next test, let us know. Because that means it's about to hit 500 degrees, so we're going to need to go ahead and get that out of you pretty fast.
Did I zing you back? No.
I'm telling them, keep your pants on. All right, this next test may involve trace amounts of time travel. So, word of advice, if
What?
you meet yourself on the testing track, don't make eye contact. Lab boys tell me that'll wipe out time. Entirely. Forward and backward. So, do both of yourselves a favor and just let that handsome devil go about his business.
Sure. Never mate. Stop. Now what? Maybe not. I agree, Kizran. More portal shouldn't be just more portal. Wait, this is the way we came out. In saying that though, if it was just more portals with more story and was good, it'd probably still be good. But I think it's better with, you know, new mechanics and stuff. Why is that? That getting up there just feels like some spot you can get to for no apparent reason, other than you can just get there. I can get bouncy gel from where I am. Nice. That's a good puzzle.
If you're hearing this, it means you're taking a long time on the catwalks between tests. The lab boys say that might be a fear reaction.
No, it's just because I got lost.
But coming from a bunch of eggheads who wouldn't recognize the thrill of danger if it walked up and snapped their little pink bras, that sounds like projection. They didn't fly into space, storm a beach, or bring back the gold. No, sir, we did. It's you and me against the world, son. I like your grit. Hustle could use some work, though. Now let's solve this thing.
I like it. Science isn't about why, it's about why not. Why is so much of our science dangerous? Why not marry safe science if you love it so much? In fact, why not invent a special safety door that won't hit you on the butt on the way out because you are fired? Now you test subject, you're doing fine. Yes, you, box your stuff out the front door.
Parking lot. Car. Goodbye.
Get me some photos of Spider-Man.
Congratulations! The simple fact that you're standing here listening to me means you've made a glorious contribution to science. As founder and CEO of Aperture Science, I thank you for your participation and hope we can count on you for another round of tests. We're not going to release this stuff into the wild until it's good and damn ready, so as long as you keep yourself in top physical form, there'll always be a limo waiting for you. Say goodbye, Carolyn.
Goodbye, Carolyn.
She is a gem.
Hello, sir. I'd like to leave now. Sir? Sir! I just made contribution to science, though. I'm kind of waiting to take a leap like we just did across a gap and end up in a room way back near the start. Wrong color Panz. Shoot the blue one. Game trolling's not enough, yeah. The game doesn't troll enough, I've got to add a little bit to myself.
Greetings, friend. I'm Cave Johnson, CEO of Aperture Science. You might know us as a vital participant in the 1968 Senate hearings on missing astronauts. And you've most likely used one of the many products we invented, but that other people have somehow managed to steal from us. Black Mesa can eat my bankrupt...
Sir, the testing?
Now you might be asking yourself, Cave, just how difficult are these tests? What was in that phone book of a
Black
contract I
Mesa.
signed? Am I in danger? Let me answer those questions with a question. Who wants to make $60 cash? You can also feel free to relax for up to 20 minutes in the waiting room, which is a damn sight more comfortable than the park benches most of you were sleeping on when we found you. So, welcome to Aperture. You're here because we want the best, and you're it. Nope, couldn't keep a straight face. Anyway, don't smudge up the glass down there. In fact, why don't you just go ahead and not touch anything unless it's test related.
Okay, Skip. Like tape servers. Whee!
Oh, hi. Say, you're good at murder. Could you, murder this bird for me? Ow. No, wait.
Oh, that's right, GLaDOS and what's his face?
Oh, thanks.
Oh, it's Potato DOS.
Idiot doesn't know what he's doing up there. This whole place is going to explode in a few hours if somebody doesn't disconnect him. I can't move, and unless you're planning to saw your own head off and wedge it into my old body, you're going to need me to replace him. We're at an impasse. So what do you say? You carry me up to him and put me back into my body, and I stop us from blowing up and let you go. No tricks. This potato only generates 1.1 volts of electricity. I literally do not have the energy to lie to you. Even if I am lying, what do you have to lose? You're going to die either way. Look, I don't like this any more than you do. In fact, I like it less because I'm the one who got partially eaten by a bird. I think I hear the bird. Pick me up. Listen to me. We had a lot of fun testing and antagonizing each other. And yes, sometimes it went too far. But we're off the clock now. It's just us talking, like regular people. And this is no joke. We are in deep trouble.
All right.
You stabbed me. What is wrong with you? Hold on. Do you have a multimeter? Never mind. The gun must be from magnesium. It feels like I'm outputting an extra half a volt. Keep an eye on me. I'm going to do some scheming. Here I go. Whoa, where are we? How long have I been out? That extra half volt helps, but it isn't going to power miracles. If I think too hard, I'm going to fry this potato before we get a chance to burn up in the atomic fireball that little idiot is going to...
I'm down, GLaDOS. Even close? GLaDOS is in a potato.
Did anything happen while I was out?
The testing area is just up ahead. The quicker you get through, the quicker you'll get your $60.
Hold on, who?
Carolyn, are the compensation vouchers ready?
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson. Why did I just... Who is that? What the hell is going on here?
GLaDOS is Carolyn. Wow, who's Caroline compared to... Is he their daughter? Secretary? And she got put into a computer called GLaDOS? That, slidey stuff, is it? Oh, it just makes you run faster. I think I need that to be down to shoot the stuff, maybe. Oh, hang on. Orange one's over there. Whee! Oh, this is gonna be good. Run up the wall, yeah? No? Didn't need to run up the wall, but good enough.
Okay, I guess emotional outbursts require more than 1.6 volts. Now we know that. We just need to relax. We're still going to find out what the hell's going on here, but calmly.
Speedy stuff. And goopy stuff. Goopy stuff? Do that one first. Ha ha ha. Oh, hey, Pop Monkey. Yeah, get ready for the wheel. We're going to spin it at the end of the stream today. I got it. It's looking all right, I got to admit. Pretty happy with how it turned out.
Great job, astronaut, war hero, and/or Olympian. With your help, we're gonna change the world. This on? Hey, listen up down there. That thing's called an elevator, not a bathroom.
I swear I know him.
If you're interested in an additional $60, flag down a test associate and let them know. You could walk out of here with 120 weighing down your bindle if you let us take you apart, put some science stuff in you, then put you back together. Good as new.
Good as new? Let's paint that up like that. You think we're going to paint that one orange or blue? And some wheel spin hype, yeah. Blue? Oh, we can't hit. We can, we can. What is cube for, though? Okay, let's have a look what we got going on here. We got what do we want to do with that, though? There's a ramp there. And then we could bounce off it, so we want that to be blue. Go!
In case you're interested, there's still some positions available for that bonus opportunity I mentioned earlier. Again, all you gotta do is let us disassemble you. We're not banging rocks together here. We know how to put a man back together. So, that's a complete reassembly. New vitals, spit shine on the old ones, plus we're scooping out tumors. Frankly, you ought to be paying us.
Wait, the tumors that you put in, though, right?
Thank you. I can't believe I'm thanking these people. For staggering your way through Aperture Science's propulsion gel testing, you've made some real contributions to society for a change, and for that, humanity is grateful. If you had any belongings, please pick them up now. We don't want old newspapers and sticks cluttering up the building. For many of you, I realize $60 is an unprecedented windfall, so don't go spending it all on, I don't know, Carolyn, what do these people buy? Tattered hats? Beard dirt?
Beard dirt. Beard dirt. That's great. Tattered hats.